Hey everybody, this is William. I was going to do a quick playthrough again. This is going to be mission 2 for the Miss Priss. We randomly drew this. Hamburg Shipyard. I have the card set up just like this for the mission, on the mission deck. England, English Channel, Zone 1. That's where we're going to lose our fighter escort. Zone 2, and then the mission card, which is Hamburg Shipyard. I have already mixed the deck. Everything's ready to go. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is check for enemy fighter coverage. As you saw previously, there are 2 zones in this mission, so I will do 2 checks. So I'll take one out, and just one. So I'm only going to be able to take one of the encounter cards. So let me go check through quick. Oh, looks like we lose a BF-109. So he's gone. Alright, a little bit better. A little less fighters over our flight path today, I guess. Anyways, we did that. So now we're going to take off. On the takeoff, I'm looking for a Z+, and I get 9 tries to do it. Starting with this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4. I found a Z+, which is good. So, Navigator was somehow maybe he was just sitting in the nose and kind of like, you know, encouraged the pilots to take off well. Maybe he saw something on the runway. Maybe he was just giving them heads up about what was around them when they were taking off. Well, you know, just being a little situational awareness for the pilots. But whatever he did helped them take off with that Z+. Alright, so I will now flip over here to the mission side, and I'm going to go successful takeoff to the English Channel. We are now in the air over the English Channel. Alright, so we are now looking for another Z+ or an encounter. Alright, so it looks like our wingman number 1, caused us somehow to be able to safely get to Zone 1. You know, it could have been him just radioing in, hey, let's tighten her up, tighten up the formation, makes it a little bit harder for those bandits to come in and get you. So, good job for wingman, right? Good job for him. So now that I'm in Zone 1, let's see what I have. Constantly checking this out, making sure. We have 2 encounters in moderate flak. This is going to be the last zone our little friends are going to be in. So let's go. Here we are. We have a random event happening. While I was looking for a Z+, a random event happened to me. So what I'm going to do is draw 3 checks, and then I'm going to refer to this chart here to see what happened to me. Down, down, down. Well, that's not good. It's not good for us. A lot of downs. Okay, so for our down, we got a fuel leak. You have to do a thumbs up each zone to continue. Controlled bailout if thumbs down. So this might be a very quick mission for me. I'm gonna think here, if the pilots and the flight engineer were talking to each other and the flight engineer was saying, yeah, we definitely have a fuel leak, and they were trying to figure out what to do, I am pretty dang sure that the flight engineer and the pilots would probably agree that they need to turn around. So, turning around over Zone 1 is going to make us out of formation for the return trip. And I think that is what's going to happen. Yeah, since I'm already in this zone, I think we're good. It's going to be the next zone I got to do the check, if I'm reading that correctly. So what I'm going to do is radio my formation, tell them we have a fuel leak, we have an emergency, we're turning around to fly back. Roger that. You know, good luck. I'll continue looking for the Z pluses to get to the next, to go back one zone to leave, or an encounter. Oh wait, we already did that guy, so flight engineer, landing gear, engine. All right, so the pilot, knowing full well what he is doing, is like, guys, we're turning around, we're getting out of formation. We do all that stuff. We go to the next zone. Or not next zone, the previous zone, because we are heading back with a fuel leak. We're over the English Channel again. English Channel is zone... I'm sorry. One encounter with no flak, obviously, and because we're out of formation, we don't have the benefit of our wingman, and we don't have the benefit of our little friends. So let me quickly set this up. Alright, so I set it up. I have it so that my little friends and wingmen are turned over. Another thing about being out of formation is that if I am correct, and I'll check this really quick too, I believe it's maximum encounters for the zone because you're now the only target in the air. So let me quickly check that. Alright, so I'm back. My camera closed, so I had to redo another part of this, so this is continuing on. Now, to be clear, I did look up out of formation. My rules for out of formation are maximum encounters per the zone. You have no fighter coverage, and you have no wingmen. Also, you are, if you had flak, it would be heavy flak, but we don't have heavy flak because we're over the channel. So at this point, we are taking the full 3 encounters, but since we have a healthy navigator, and he is helping us to reduce our time in that zone, it's only 2 encounters, so we're lucky. Alright, we're kind of fortunate that no one got hurt yet. So let's see if we can make it. Well, let's see, we need a Z+ or an encounter. Well, looks like they were waiting for us. They knew we were in trouble. They saw us turning around and took advantage. FW190 at 3 o'clock low. So now I'm looking for anybody for 3 o'clock low to help me. Alright. Looks like we have another boy in the band. Whatever. BF109. And one more. FW190, and we stop at 3. Maximum 3 per encounter. So, we have 2 FW190s and a BF109 on us. That is great. And I believe that was 3 o'clock. Oh, I can't remember now. I gotta remember all this. I think, let me see. I think it was 3 o'clock. Low. Yeah, 3 o'clock low. It was the radio operator that gave us that. 3 o'clock low. So let me stack these guys. Looking for 3 o'clock low. Might as well do it. Wow. These guys, whoa. That would have been rough. Okay, anyways, it could still be rough. 3 o'clock low. I'm just gonna max. So basically with 3, you might as well just load up what you can do. Problem is we don't have. We got 3 o'clock low. We don't have the rest of our guys helping us, so it's just the crew members only. 3 o'clock low. Going back there. That's all. That's it. All these guys, it's just us. So, I don't like the FW190s. They're scary. Those guys are scary. So I'm going to... Let's just go all for one. All on one. Let's focus our fire. See if we can get this guy taken down. Yeah, let's do that. Well, I can tell you right now, the first shot misses. Great job, ball. Second shot misses. Not good. So you go. And you go. And I do apologize. I'm playing this through the camera, so it's really hard to... it's like I don't have any depth perception, so it's like really weird. Okay, he goes. He misses. No, it's not good. He goes away. Now it's these guys' turn. Well, he misses. This guy hits. Oh, structure. For damage. Here we go. Here we go. After a damage check, conduct a success check to determine if the bombs explode. Turn this card if blank or that. Okay, here we go. Did we explode? Well, why is it doing that? So yeah, guess what? They exploded. Yep. And now, with that exploding like that, I believe that is a catastrophic, uncontrolled bailout. Because, I mean, the bombs just blew up. Your plane's disintegrated. So, I'm going to make a check. Green is that there was a chance. Red, everybody just died instantly. Okay, so, we have a chance. Okay, I'm going to tuck these guys back in. We need to see if we lived. I'll put this mission stuff back here on top of my dashboard. And we'll just start with this guy. So, here, give me a minute. I gotta check my rule card. And we're back. Now, I want to show you this. This is actually a pretty cool feature of this game. I mean, there's the rule book. Definitely read the rule book. But I really like these. I like these cards because it's kind of like, it's almost like an emergency checklist you can go through in Bomber. You pull that thing out. That's how I kind of visualize it. It's like a quick reference for you while you're flying. But we are doing this. The uncontrolled bailout. Conduct a success check to determine if a bailout is possible. We got a green thumb, so we're definitely good. So not all our crew are KIA. Search the first crew card. Which, we got him. Search the first crew. If seriously wounded, then bury. None of my guys are wounded. If he's healthy, lightly wounded, or exerted, you get to make an injury severity check. If seriously wounded or killed in action, then bury. It's because these guys are, if they're seriously wounded or killed, obviously killed, you're not doing anything. If you're seriously wounded, you're on the deck, unconscious. No one has a chance to grab you, to throw you out of the plane or anything. And even if you did and they pulled your chute, you're not going to make it probably in that condition. And honestly, the other guys are probably worried about their own safety as well. So, okay, so we're going to do that. If lightly wounded, if healthy, light wounded, or exerted, make an injury check. If serious KO, then bury, make a success check. If successful, then remove from the deck. So we're going to do a injury severity check. If they're good to go, we do the thumbs up to see. So basically, they're healthy and you were able to make it out. Believe me, I do this a lot, but I think recording myself, I'm double, triple checking, and sometimes I confuse myself. So, here we go. Is he wounded? He's lightly wounded, so he's good to go. Did he bail? Yes. Okay, so I'll put him aside. He's good. Okay, let's look for the next guy. Okay, pilot. Okay, pilot. How badly wounded? You were lightly wounded. Did you make it out? Yes, you did. Okay, good. All right. We're doing this. We're making this happen. Tail gunner. Was he wounded? Lightly, so he's still good. Did he make it out? Yes. Okay, so far we're doing good. You go off with him. Did the radio operator, how is he wounded? Lightly. Did he get out? That sucks. He died. Dead. Let me put I got a dead pile and I got a live pile. Okay, next guy is the... Wow, we're really going. Bolter gunner. Man, I feel bad for you, buddy. Maybe he got thrown out of it? I don't know. Was he wounded? Seriously wounded. You know what? That kind of tracks. He didn't have a chance. Man, you're in the ball turret. No one's helping you get out. Everything's falling apart. Navigator. How wounded was he? He was lightly wounded. Did he get out? Yes. Nice. Keep going. Okay. Starboard waist gunner. Did he... How bad was he? Oh, seriously wounded. He didn't make it. Okay, next guy. Oh, co-pilot. No, the pilot made it. Did he make it? Guy sitting right next to him. Lightly wounded. He made it. Wow. We're actually doing not doing too bad with an uncontrolled bailout. After bombs exploded, these guys got thrown free from the wreckage somehow. Port waist gunner. Let's see. How wounded? Lightly. Did he make it? No. Dead. Okay. Let's see. Oh, Bombardier. Okay, Mr. Bombardier, did you get out of this plane? Nope, you died instantly. You know what? Makes sense. Yeah, maybe he was messing with the bombs. Maybe he was getting ready to drop him in the channel. Like, oh, I'm going to drop him in the channel. Let's go take a look at him. And then died. That was my take on that. I don't know. I mean, again, this is a story generator. What happened to him? How did he die like that? You know, in my storyline, I would say he was going back to check on the bombs. Maybe he was going to do something so they wouldn't explode. Like, disarm the bombs before he dropped them. Something like that. I don't know. You know, I don't know their policy back then of dropping like bombs into the channel to get, you don't want to take that crap back to the airfield. Okay, so I think I got them all. Now, after that, let's see who we have remaining. We have 1, 2, 3. We have 5 guys. These guys survived the bailout. But here's the trick. Did they get rescued? So let me look for my handy dandy chart here. I love these cards. Like I said, I love the reference cards. They're so intuitive, like it's so easy. Here, rescue. After a bailout or ditching at sea, determine rescue chance from the mission card. So let's see what happened. I think it's very low or unlikely. That sucks because it's a water bailout. God, that sucks. Low. It's a low. So you gotta imagine these guys bailed out. It was uncontrolled. Did they even get their life raft? Were they even able to get that? So right now, these guys either they could have a tattered life raft that's leaking, or just didn't bail with one. And so now they're trying to tread water. And how long do you do that? Before you give up or you're exhausted to the point where you can't even, do that anymore. I mean, that's a horrible fate. That's horrible, So what we're going to do, we're going to, after each bailout, determine rescue chance, conduct 3 success checks for each survivor to determine if they're rescued. So I'm just going to go grab my deck of cards. Let me grab those. Oh, I didn't mix it, did I? Nope, I didn't. Okay. So I just broke it in half and mixed it again quick. Okay, so we are, for the low chance, let me put that back in here. For low, I need to get 2 good thumbs up, 2 green, 2 thumbs ups to survive. To be rescued. So let's see if that even happened. Okay. We're doing for the co-pilot. Not looking good for you. He didn't make it. All right, I don't even need to do the rest. He didn't make it. I kind of just skipped ahead for him. So bye, co-pilot. Sorry, buddy, you drowned. That sucks. Okay. Navigator. Let's see if he made it. Okay, let me do the third one. It's gonna be a surprise. That was okay. Sorry. That was a 1 thumb up, 2 reds. Now we're going 1 green, 2 greens, and a thumbs down. He actually survived. Navigator was rescued. He was pulled out of the water. Maybe even by a good Samaritan. Who knows? Okay. Tail gunner. Does he make it? Down. Up. Down. Nope. He did not make it. So, bye, tail gunner. Sorry about that. You drowned. Now we're going to do for the pilot. Okay, so starting green, green, Red. He actually survived. So far, navigator and pilot have been the only ones to go, so make it so far. And now the last one is the flight engineer. Red, green, red. He did not survive. The only, out of 10 men, out of 10 of a 10-man crew on a B-17 Flying Fortress that had a fuel leak and just, hey, to be safe, let's turn around, ended up being a not very safe decision, and it struck the bombs when we got attacked. And these are the only 2 survivors. That's it. The navigator and the pilot. I mean, think of the story that you could write about that. You were flying, had a fuel leak, you know, stuff happens. People probably turned around all the time just because of simple things, you know, even oxygen not working right, or, you know, hey, there's something wrong with the plane, I got to turn around. Okay, no problem. You fly back. I mean, I don't think you expected, maybe you didn't expect to get jumped over the channel. Well, these guys did. And, you know, they were probably thinking, easy day for us. We're going to go back to the base. This might count as a mission for us. You know, no problem. We'll maybe get some lunch at the chow hall. And then, next thing you know, you are in the ocean. Maybe these 2 found a life raft or something that was able to float in the ocean from the bomber, the wreckage. And they clung on to that until they were rescued by someone. I mean, again, think of the story implications. Something, you know, these guys had friends. They were, you know, the other crew members were their friends. He was in charge. Think about that. He's thinking to himself, did I make the right decision? He has to live with that now. Did I make the right decision in turning back? Should I have stayed with the formation and then risked it and just risked it? And now he has to live with that. And I have to live with the fact that, first I was supposed to even see if if they could fly more with a controlled bailout if I got a thumbs down for the fuel problem. But you know what? As we mentioned in the forums, sometimes forgetting a rule or, you know, you mess up a procedure, it doesn't break the game. It might have went completely different. Maybe I would have made it home if I had followed the rules, but I forgot about it. I forgot to do the check. I even forgot to check the severity of the damage on the FW190 that hit us. So, again, that's something. But, you know, at the same time, it didn't break the game. You know, I continued forward, even forgetting steps or forgetting things, or, you know, that's the beauty of this game, is that it doesn't break something. It's just a story opportunity. And mine is, these guys get to be messed up about the fact that they're only 2 survivors of a 10-man crew. And then they still have to fight, you know, to the end of the war. Or not the end of the war, but their end of their time. I don't know. This is why I like this game. This is why I love this game. It's easy to play. I can play this game in 10 minutes. If I'm not recording and explaining what I'm doing, I could play around in 10 minutes. Easy. If it gets really in-depth, a lot of encounters, a lot of fighter attacks, maybe 15-20 minutes. And, you know, personally for me, I like to write down what happens. Because, number one, I don't have a great memory. So, I forget things. But when I slow down and write out what's happening, you know, I get to remember things better. Make my story. You know, Miss Priss only survived 2 missions, and it went down in the channel. Yep, went right down in the channel. And I don't know, like I said, I really enjoy playing this game. This is one of my favorite games. I mean, I don't think I mean, a card game was probably the best decision for this because it's so portable. I put this, like, if you don't want to take the box, throw this in a Ziploc bag. Throw it in a Ziploc bag, and then it's the size of a deck of cards. You can take it anywhere. Throw it in a cargo pocket. I throw it in my bag to go to work where I am now. I just wrapped up my day, and I figured I'd play around. You know? But, again, definitely think about getting the game. This is a fun game. And if you're a story writer, an author, you know, someone that wants to work on writing, this is a perfect way to explore and experiment. I personally, I love writing. So, like I said, I usually take notes and I'll write the story as the action happens. And I've even been surprised on some of the results. If you've seen my forum posts at the Board Game Geek, you'll notice that, like, when one of my pilots died, I didn't expect him to die, even though I knew it was a possibility. I had a history for him. He was like the captain. He's the guy that you go to, the guy that you trust, and he died on, like, I think it was like the second or third mission. I was just starting to form a history where he had a family home and, you know, married man with kids, and wiped out. The co-pilot had to see that take over, and these guys were friends. So he saw his friend get blown up next to him, and he was in shock. You know, and that is just a story that was in my mind. That's what I saw when this happened. Or when these guys went down in the channel, you know, you see that. I see that what's going on. I can see the story happening. I could have an entire thing where, yeah, they were rescued, but what happened to them? You could make this a survival mission. How did they survive for, maybe it took a couple days, maybe it took a day or 2 days, or, you know, to get rescued, because that was an unexpected event. No one saw. They just didn't come back. Their plane didn't land. You know, so that right there, that's a story opportunity for everybody. And if you're really into it and you want to adjust some rules, you know, make it encounter something. Make it encounter starvation. You know, make it encounter, I don't know, you know, like, try, you know, oh, your life raft or whatever you found is, you know, sinking into the ocean. You know, modify the rules for your benefit. Use the thumbs up checks. You know, like, you know, how many days does it take for them to get rescued? Like, you know, you can see it took 1-2 days. They got rescued in 2 days. Did they have any food with them? Yeah, they did. Did they have problems with their boat? I'll just say no, they didn't. They didn't have any problems. Did they become delirious or fight? Yeah, they did. While they were out there, they had some conflict. You know, and then how bad was the conflict? Pretty horrible. They were going to kill each other before they were rescued. You know what I mean. Like, you can totally use this game and really expand on what you want to do. Even just asking questions to the game. And also, that is awesome art. That is awesome. Gotta love the war art. Anyways, thank you guys for listening to me. I'm sorry if that was a rant. I'm just very passionate about the game, and I love writing. So, you know, maybe in the future we write something, you know, even longer than what we're doing. Maybe we make a novel in the end. That would be great. That's one of my life goals there. Write a novel. And maybe this will be the key to start doing it. And anyways, like I said, thank you for watching. I'm sorry if I was ranting, but again, I'm very passionate about this game and I love it. I have so much fun. And I probably make my kids and wife sick of it, you know, because I always talk about it. Anyways, have a good night, everybody. And thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this. And the story, by the way, will continue for my navigator and my pilot, because they are the two lone survivors. Well, not really lone, but they're the two last survivors of the 10-man crew, so their run will continue until they go. Alright, have a good night, everybody, and thank you for watching.